Hi everyone, and welcome to Team Talk, a space where we break down what makes teams successful and what causes them to fall apart. I think we've all been part of a group project where things just didn't click. Maybe communication was off, maybe one person dominated, or maybe some people didn't feel comfortable speaking up. And that's what's interesting. Most of the time, it's not because the team lacked ability or effort. It's because of how the team is working together. In this video, I'm going to show you an example of a team that's struggling to collaborate effectively. As you watch, I want you to pay attention to a few key things. Who is contributing? Who isn't? How decisions are being made? And whether people are actually listening to each other. These are all critical elements of effective teamwork, and they're often what separates high-performing teams from dysfunctional ones. After the video, I'll come back and break down exactly what went wrong and how applying key leadership concepts can completely transform a team's performance. Let's take a look. We need to finish this project soon. Any ideas?
Yeah, I already have a plan. We should just split it up and get it done. No need to overthink it.
Wait, I'm still kind of confused. What exactly are we supposed to be doing?
It's not that complicated. Just do your part.
Guys, I had an idea, but
Well, let's not waste time. We're already behind.
Okay, I guess we'll just go with that.
This isn't coming together at all. I didn't even know what I was supposed to do.
I didn't feel comfortable saying anything earlier.
Well, no one stopped me. If you had something to say, you should have said it.
Clearly, this isn't working. We missed our deadline. Okay, I think I need to take a step back. I don't think we're working as a team right now. I think we haven't been using everyone's input, and that's affecting our results. I want to hear from everyone. What are your thoughts?
I think people just didn't feel comfortable speaking up. I felt like decisions were made too quickly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dan, you mentioned you had an idea earlier. Do you want to share it?
Yeah, I just thought we should have talked through the goal first before dividing everything up.
That's really helpful. Thank you for sharing that. I want to make sure we're sharing all relevant information before making decisions. Let's take this step by step.
Okay, that helps. I just need clarity. What exactly is our end goal?
Good question. Let me explain my thinking. Our goal is to create a strong final project that clearly applies what we've learned. I originally thought dividing tasks quickly would help, but now I think we need to align first.
I agree. If we talk through it together first, we'll avoid confusion later.
Bruce, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that makes more sense. I probably rushed things earlier.
I appreciate you saying that.
So we'll start by outlining everything together, then divide it up.
Yeah, we should check in regularly so we stay on track.
Exactly. And let's make sure everyone feels comfortable speaking up if something doesn't make sense.
This already feels way more organized.
I learned that leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about creating space for others to contribute.
I realized that talking over people actually hurt the team. Listening makes a big difference.
I felt more comfortable sharing once I knew my input was valued.
Having clear communication made everything easier to understand and execute.
When teams focus on listening, curiosity, and transparency, they make better decisions and work more effectively together.
This shows how applying concepts like mutual learning, active listening, and coaching can transform a team's performance. All right, so what we just saw is a really common example of a team that isn't functioning effectively. One of the biggest issues was a lack of listening. Instead of truly hearing each other, team members were interrupting, dismissing ideas, or not speaking at all. And research actually shows that when people don't feel heard, they become more dismissive and less willing to contribute. So instead of improving the conversation, it shuts it down. Another major issue was that not everyone felt comfortable speaking up. Some voices dominated the discussion, while others stayed quiet, even when they had valuable ideas. This connects to the concept of psychological safety, which is basically whether people feel safe sharing their thoughts without fear of being dismissed or judged. And in this case, that safety wasn't there. We also saw a lack of effective leadership. The leader didn't guide the discussion, didn't ask for input, and didn't create a space for collaboration. But effective leadership isn't about controlling the conversation. It's about facilitating it. One of the most important concepts we've learned is that leaders should ask questions instead of just giving answers. Because when you ask questions and genuinely listen, people become more engaged, more reflective, and willing to contribute. We also saw that the team wasn't sharing all relevant information or clarifying their understanding, which led to confusion, misalignment, and ultimately poor performance. But the key takeaway here is this: teams don't fail because of a lack of intelligence or effort. They fail because of poor communication, lack of structure, and ineffective leadership behaviors. And the good news is, those things can be changed. When teams focus on listening actively, asking questions, sharing information, and creating space for all voices, they become more aligned, more collaborative, and overall more effective. So really, the difference between a dysfunctional team and a high-performing one is not who is on the team. It's how the team works together. Thanks for watching Team Talk, and hopefully this gave you a better understanding of what makes teams succeed.